Hey guys, it's your old pal CHH. Come on in and happy Saturday. Today's Saturday, right? I hope everybody has a great weekend this weekend and stay safe. I mean, especially if you're in the LA right now. I mean, God, I just feel for all the people out there. I'm so sorry. It's tragic. I kind of know how people feel out there going through Katrina, but it's just brutal. I mean, what's going on? People losing their lives out there and everything they own. So be safe, everybody. Please get the hell out of there. We can't replace people. We can't replace things. We can't replace people. And the weather's also crazy right now. I mean, even down in Louisiana right now, like the USPS and all, they're just like, we can't get on the roads right now. It's crazy down here. The weather's all over the place. So everybody be safe. Everybody have a great weekend, as good as you can anyway. But we are here today to talk about some new announcements, some exciting things that I want to show you guys. And we got some new stuff from Second Sight Films. We finally get the announcement for what was it? Night of the Creeps, which is exciting, and a few other things. Looks like there's some new Lionsgate 4K steelbooks on the horizon that we're going to talk about. So with that being said, let's get right into it with some of the Scream Factory stuff. So here we go, guys. Night of the Creeps Collector's Edition. There's a different number of arrays we can have with this one. So what you're looking at right now, just for what it's worth, is the one that I got. I decided that I wanted to get the Coconut Atkins because I actually have owned the previous two Atkins ones. So for once, I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually finish off the trilogy. I'm coming out of retirement for this. Now, the problem is these aren't really, really cheap. And interestingly enough, I've seen more positive than negative on the new artwork. As you can see, they're definitely going for like a 50 sci-fi kind of poster art, which is different. I don't hate it. But the thing is, I'm definitely going to use the original poster slip. I love that one. I've fallen in love with that one more than the rest of them, with them two in front of the sorority house. I've fallen in love with that art. So I like that the most, which I'm glad they're using that, because I don't think they used that on the Blu-ray releases. They used the cover, which is like a blue cover with a zombie in a window, and then they used obviously just the new artwork that they did for it. But this is different. I mean, I'm okay with it, but that's not really my selling point. You can get this bundle, which was, I think, 79, where you get the movie with the double posters and slips, and then you get the Atkins figure. And then they had one that was a little more than this, where they actually had the previous Atkins figure, which is him wearing the the coat and everything, like the detective outfit he had, which I had that one previously. Which so that was one that they did when they put out the Blu-ray. They put out that version with that Tom Atkins. Well, now they're doing it again, where you can get both Atkins figures again, or you can get just this bundle, which has the Coconut Atkins. All that, if you go to Scream Factory's website, you will see the listings that they have for that. And I believe you can even just order the movie separately. Now, I don't think you can actually order just the movie with the new art posters without the figures. I think the figures is just a part of the bundle. But for me, it's like, okay, whatever. I definitely wanted the Coconut Atkins. That way I can make like the wall of Atkins somewhere in here, and I can have the faces of Atkins, kind of like for a wrestling reference, the faces of Foley, if you will. So that's cool. That comes out, I believe, in March. Um, Pretty exciting. Now let's see if there's anything new in terms of special features. Let's see. Um, no listings on that yet. So that means that they could still be working on that. But it is a restoration 4K from the negative, approved by Fred Decker. So it's good that he's involved in that still. And I do remember on the previous release, there were being great special features on there. So for the people that haven't owned this movie at all, listen, like when it comes to 80s horror movies, this is like a top 10. This movie is so good. It's just insane how good it is. And it's wild that it's not like super popular. I mean, it's popular in the horror world, but man. So I'm just happy for people to check this movie out if they haven't seen it. I think it's cool for people that never got the Blu-ray before that can get this, or if they want to upgrade. It's like I'll do it for the Atkins, man. I gotta get the Coconut Atkins, so I am very excited about that. So that's that from Scream Factory. On an interesting note, this is going to be a Walmart exclusive for Evil Dead, which is interesting. Like they did a steelbook this past year for Evil Dead, and it's got like the same girl on the front, but like you get to see her face after she's become the Evil Dead, so to speak. So it's interesting that they're doing a Walmart exclusive when they put out their own steelbook. This is like, it's different territory, right? Because it's one thing when they do steelbooks for, movies fairly soon after they come out, but this is another steelbook right after the previous one that just came out. I mean, this is going to be less than a year. So, I mean, I guess the benefit to this is, window shoppers, if they're at Walmart and they see this and they like what they see, they can pick this up. There's no problem with that. But I do wonder what's the deal. Maybe Walmart was just like, hey, we know this title's got some notoriety. We want to have our own exclusive for this. I would imagine this is more, um, I would imagine this is just more for Walmart more than anything. Like Walmart probably wanted this. So, um, I will say this, like, in terms of features and stuff, this release was lacking. I doubt that there's gonna be anything new added to this, but, um, I'll be honest with you, I probably could have just been fine with the Blu-ray. I have the uncut Blu-ray release of this movie, and I probably should have just held off on that. It's not that it looks bad or anything, but, it's just not a movie that is, I hate the word necessary, because what movie is truly necessary on 4K, especially when it comes to, like, Vinegar Syndrome titles, but people could argue that for a lot of these movies, these newer movies, but I don't know. If you're a fan of the movie, pick it up. That's what I'll say. I'm not gonna be negative today. I'm in a good mood tonight. But it is interesting that there's a re-release of a steelbook that quick that's gonna be a Walmart exclusive. So obviously, guys, you wanna get that online or anything, you can, but that'll be coming on, March 18th, to Walmart, that 4K steelbook. So, no harm, no foul there. That's cool. And here's another one that's pretty interesting. There's a 3-disc. Now, this steelbook is, I got to be honest, this is pretty sensational. This is a World War Z steelbook, which I will be picking this up. I'm not even the hugest fan of this movie. I actually think it's not bad, but they got me. I got to grab that. Um, I got to grab that. This is interesting, though. This World War Z, I feel like I have this from like a Paramount box set. Maybe I don't. I feel like I do though. But this is a Scream Factory steelbook too, which is just wild. You know, I don't know. Anyway, the artwork on that is beyond amazing. I can't even deny it. So I'll probably snag that one. Being a zombie, I wouldn't say aficionado. I'm not an expert, but just being a zombie lover. That's just too cool to pass up. That artwork is sensational. But that is also 318. And I don't know the details yet on what kind of cuts of that movie is coming on there or anything like that. Maybe there will be an answer right here. Never mind. What am I thinking? Maybe the comment section would have answered that. But my point is, very, very cool. World War Z coming out. God, that artwork is amazing. That's just killing me. Fantastic. So March is going to be a hearty month this year. And here's the big ones, guys. Second Sight at the end of March. We've got, look at this, The Brood, a new 4K restoration approved by David Cronenberg, dual format edition, including both the UHD and Blu-ray with main features and bonus features on both discs. That's very important, guys, which also means that if you're not a 4K person and you're hoping that the Blu-ray will be on region free, I doubt it. That's why they're putting all the features on both discs, in my opinion. New audio commentary with Martin Contiero, Kat and William Beard. Meet the Cavas, an interview with actor Art Hindle. You can look at that right here. You can see all the extras. There's a new 120-page book essay. Fantastic. Now, I will be passing on this one. I'm going to be grabbing the other one, but I'm going to be passing on this one. That's not to say I don't like The Brood. I like The Brood, and I say I'm passing on it. Maybe I'm going to break down and grab this. The reason I say that is because these are not cheap releases, these collector's edition releases, and there's one of them I have to get. But The Brood is good. I have a criterion of both of these movies that we're looking at that are Blu-ray, and they're great releases, and The Brood I like. I'm not in love with The Brood, but I like The Brood. But I think the other one is like, I have to grab that one. But as you can see, this is a really classy, nice release. I really like the artwork on that. It's just, Second Sight has like a little bit of an array. Sometimes their stuff is a little bit more jagged and kind of intense, and other times they have beautiful images, and this is just gorgeous for The Brood. So big ups to that. That looks great. Yeah, Second Sight, man, they just did a great job on this. This is the street date for this is March 31st. But the one I'm without a shadow of a doubt grabbing is Scanners. Look at that, guys. 4K restoration approved by David Cronenberg, dual format as well. And just to reiterate, that means if it's putting the features and everything on both discs, that more than likely means that they're doing that because they know people in America are going to buy this, so the 4K will be able to play all those features. But that creep release was probably a one-off. That's the biggest thing I can say, is that creep release is probably a one-off, everybody. So that means if you're not a 4K person, I would not get this and just throw caution to the wind. I would not do that. I would wait. And even then, I would just say this is probably not for you. If you're not a 4K person, don't try to get lucky with these. It's dangerous, and these aren't cheap. These are $44 releases. But I mean, for Scanners, I mean, this is probably one of his biggest movies, I think. And what can I say? I love this movie. I like the art. I'm not in love with it, but I do like it. But the point is, this is a classic 80s horror movie, and I think Scanners is just all that and a bag of chips. So I am over the moon excited about this one. I definitely pre-ordered this one, and I'm very excited to get this one. This is also at the very end of March. Scanners, guys, what can I say? What can I say? Scanners. There it is. So that and The Brood are the big titles from Second Sight coming out. And there's a few other things I wanted to show. Here we go. Let me pull this up real quick. Share screen. It looks like there's a chance we could be getting some more 4K stuff from Lionsgate soon, like The Descent, which just had a $10 Blu-ray that you could get with new slipcovers. But regardless, this is a great movie. So if this is true, there is going to be a new 4K for The Descent. Amazing. Love this movie. I know there were people in the comments section as well of that video that were like, those are cool, Christian, but I'm more interested in getting that on 4K. Well, it looks like we're going to be getting this sometime this year, but there's no date on that. And the other thing is, looks like there's Your Next coming out really soon, exclusive. So I don't know if this is going to be a Walmart thing. I would imagine it, but look at that. That's pretty gorgeous. Now, I have the Second Sight release of this on 4K, and the 4K does look really good. So if you are wondering if this is going to look good on 4K, I imagine it's the same exact scan they're going to use. And to that, I say, it looked great. So be on the lookout for that. That could be showing up really, really early, really, really soon. If that's coming out on the 14th, we're knocking on that. We're like 3 days away from the time of filming this. So, wow. Unless that's not right, but yeah, it says 114 from Lionsgate. Get ready for that, guys. I'll be on the lookout. If I see anything about that too, I will immediately let you guys know about, and if I see anybody post about it or see it. So there you have it, guys. That's the news. Some big updates from Second Sight and Scream Factory getting some steelbooks and things like that. I mean, between the two, if you're just wondering which one's the better Cronenberg movie, they're different, but I'm a Scanners guy. Brood is good. I mean, it's still a Cronenberg film at the end of the day, but to me, Scanners is just like, man, the iconic shot of the guy's head blowing up. It's just a great movie. So there you have it, guys. That's the news. Let me know your thoughts on everything and what you're looking forward to. But for now, this is your pal CHH saying take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.